All right, so we're here, Team Jumpstart Life's team call for May 5th of 2016. And tonight we are going to be going over two big topics. One being your power hour that we are suggested to do every day. I'm going to go over how the company has us do it. And then I'm going to show you how I kind of break it down and make it work for me. And then I'm going to talk a little bit about knowing our why we do this as coaches and why we want to do this. So the first thing, the power hour. It's basically broke into your 4 vital behaviors. Used to be 3 vital behaviors, it's now 4. So the first one of your vital behavior is invite, invite, invite. So what that means is you want to make sure that you are constantly reaching out to people, constantly talking to people, also adding to your network. So looking for new friends to add, maybe joining Mommy and Me groups or running groups or cooking groups, whatever groups you're passionate about, just to meet some new people out there through social media and continue to invite them to come alongside and do this with you. The second behavior is be proof of the product. So we need to be drinking our shakes and doing our workouts to show people this stuff works. Obviously, this company makes money for a reason because they have killer product. So, but if you're not going to personally use it yourself, it's going to be hard. Now, there's obviously exceptions to every rule. If, let's say, you can't make the shakes for some reason, there's no reason why you cannot continue to do the workouts and still be proof of the product that way. So whatever it is that you need to do, just make sure you're trying out the new programs, talking to people that have tried out the programs to be able to set up your future challengers up with the perfect advice. The third one is personal development. It's very big in this business because you'll see as the longer you stay in this, it will kind of weigh on you after a while. People will say no. It kind of gets a little bit, you kind of get down on yourself and it gets hard. So make sure that you're always filling yourself up with the personal development of your choice that works well for you. There's a bunch of books out there. I know in our big team, Forward Fitness, I believe there's something in the files tab that has a bunch of free downloads if that's what you like to do for podcasts. And if not, reach out to us and let us kind of help you guys find the books that you want to get. And the new one that they just added this year to the vital behaviors is recognition. So we need to be constantly building each other up as a team and lifting each other up. So I'm working on it, getting better at recognizing you guys. Like when new coaches will make their first challenge pack sale, I want to recognize that. We obviously had one of our teammates go diamond today, super big. I tried to make a big deal about that and recognize it. So we are going to continue to do that. And I myself are going to try a little bit harder. So that's what they want. The company wants us to do in our power hour. I break mine down a little differently because as a mom and just being busy, I can't dedicate an hour every day to it. So my power hour works a little different. So obviously I'm still always working on the 4 vital behaviors. But the first thing I like to do, I like to put me first in this situation. So if you're a morning person that likes to do it, I like to get up, get my workout in. I usually drink my shakes for lunch, but sometimes I will have it for breakfast. But that's me time. Before I check my phone, before I do any of that, go ahead and fill my glass up full. Then if I do have time before the kids are up, that's when I'll sit down, I'll message some people, I'll get my groups up and running or whatever I need to do. I do not invite every day because that doesn't work for me. I do big bulk invitings. So usually the last week of the month, I really start prepping for the following month. So I'll invite maybe 20 or 30 people that week for what I call my upcoming challenge group. And I usually don't ever give them a date because I'd like to kind of leave it open-ended to make it work for them. That way, when the first week of the month comes around, I'm starting to get some people to reach back out to me and I can start those relationships moving a little bit quicker. Then the second week of the month, I do another big bulk invite, probably another about 30 people or so. And what works for me, most of my invites, since I have been doing this almost coming up on 2 years now, a lot of my invites start off with the people that I have been I call courting for a while. The people that I've been asking and asking and asking, and they haven't quite said yes, those are the ones that I always reach out to first. And then I'll start adding new people towards the middle to the end of the month that I'm kind of introducing myself to, or to start the courting process, whatever you want to call it. That seems to work well for me. And that's just the way I choose to do it because I don't have a lot of time to invite every single day. The other thing too is I always respond to all follow-ups. Even if they're like, no thanks, but thanks for inviting me, they kind of give you, I call it the polite brush off. I always kind of make sure I have the last word. So I'll just go, hey, thanks for getting back to me. I really appreciate it. Hopefully we can work in the future. Or if it's a nice way where I can ask them like, hey, can I contact you again in the future? Either way, they know I've seen it and I kind of get the last word, and then I can see if it's through Messenger, I can see if they saw my reply or not. So that works well for me. I also, when I do return my messages, I like to give the people so they don't feel super pressured to like, hey, come purchase from me. Because I want, especially if they don't know me, I want them to get to know my personality and know that I'm doing this in their best interest. I want to share this product with it because I love them and I love this product. I always make sure that they know they can sign up with a free account through me. Sometimes that takes a little longer to seal the deal on an actual sale, but I get a lot more turnaround from people that have been in my challenge groups for about a month or two on a free account and just watching how we interact as a team and how the challenge group goes. So that works very well for me. My personal development is definitely hit and miss. I like to read my Bible, so that is mostly what I do for my personal development. And like I said, recognition, I'm working on getting better at that, so hang with me, everyone. Okay, the second topic I wanted to talk about is make sure that we all know our why. Like, why did we choose to do this? Was it because Tiffany finally broke us down and we decided to sign up, or whatever it may be? My why is I wanted to do something where I felt like I was contributing again to my family. Needed something, a little bit of an outlet that was something more than just being with the kids 24/7 and that being my main focus. So that's my why that I steer towards and share with people. So obviously the stay-at-home mom, those people tend to connect with me because our whys are very similar. Whatever your why may be, maybe it's you want financial freedom. You don't want to work your job anymore. You want to be home with your kids, or you just don't like your job. You want something new. Maybe your why is that you just want vacation, fun money. Awesome. Then that's your why. But I really want you guys to focus and think about it. What drives you to do this business? And so my challenge is for you guys that are obviously on live and the people that are going to watch the recording, write it down because I'm going to be reaching out to you guys. And feel free to make a little video if you guys want and send it to me, or just whatever. I know a few of you have because I've asked you guys to do that before, but just make sure that you know what your why is. So when people ask, it's not like, oh, well, I'm a Beachbody coach because, like, it should just be like, come right off your tongue. You know why you are doing this. The other thing with knowing your why that a lot of coaches talk about, don't be embarrassed, don't be ashamed of what your why is. It's your story. People are either going to love it or they aren't, and that's how it is. And you're going to want to work with the people that love your story and can connect with you. So don't worry about trying to please everybody, because this is definitely the business where you cannot please everybody. You're either going to please them or not please them, and it's that plain and simple. The other thing that I want to suggest to you guys is try to be thick-skinned. Try not to take things personal, because people are going to be offended. There's going to be people that are rude to you, and you just have to remember that that's their choice to be that way, and you guys don't need to take on basically their attitude towards you. So just brush it off. Obviously reach out to me if you're having problems or you just need to vent, like, wow, I just had a really bad encounter. Can I talk to you about it? That's what I'm here for. I know there's other girls on the team that'll do the same. So that's pretty much all I have for your power hour. Whatever you choose to do, if it be in the evening or 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, the best part is when you are committed to doing your power hour, be 100% committed. Don't be scrolling your Facebook feed. Write down your tasks that you want to do and just hammer them out, and then boom, you're done. And maybe you've set it down for the day and that's all you're going to do. It's also something that does not have to be done every day. We don't want to burn out. You need to take time off too. Even with that being said, you need to take time off from workouts sometimes. I know myself and Heather, when we first started, we were so freaking passionate about these workout programs. Like we went almost a year with like not taking a rest day except for if it was a rest day on our workout calendar. And that got to you after a while. So remember, it's okay. We're human. If you need to take a week off in between programs, take a week off in between programs. Just, live your life and remember we're trying to do the best for everyone else. So do you guys have any questions? You're all so quiet. My sweet, 12-minute video. Okay, well, I'm going to stop the recording for the people that are watching it, so you don't have to listen to all this.